So here's a question that's going to bother some people. If you had around £30,000 or roughly $38,000 to spend on a used performance car right now, what would you buy? From experience, most people in that position would be looking at a used BMW M3, the F80 generation, twin turbo, 425 horsepower, one of the most celebrated performance saloons of the last decade. And on paper, that makes complete sense. But what if there is a proper Porsche, sitting in that exact same price bracket that will not only outhandle it but also outlast it, and if we're being completely honest, make you feel more alive every single time you drive it? That's what we'll be getting into today. The Porsche that makes the BMW M3 look overpriced, and as always, the maths to back it up. Before we hit the road, please smash the like button and hit subscribe so you don't miss the next upload. Let's be fair to the M3 first because it deserves that. The F80 BMW M3 is a genuinely brilliant and dope looking car, carrying the S55 engine, which is a technical achievement. The chassis is precise and adjustable, and the amount of performance it delivers for the money, even at used price, is hard to argue with on paper. But here is where it gets complicated. The F80 M3 has become that used performance car that everyone wants, and when everyone wants something, the price doesn't drop the way it should. A clean, well-spec'd out F80 M3 in the used market right now is holding value stubbornly. We're looking at £28,000 to £38,000 for a good one, depending on mileage and spec. And that price brings competition with it. Competition that a lot of M3 buyers simply aren't even considering. Because while everyone is looking left at the M3, there's something sitting quietly to the right that the numbers strongly favor. The Porsche 981 Boxster S and Cayman S. Built between 2012 and 2016, mid-engine, rear-wheel drive, a 3.4-litre naturally aspirated flat 6 producing 315 horsepower in standard trim, and if you find a GTS variant, you're looking at 330 horsepower from the factory. Now, before anyone in the comments tells me that 315 horsepower versus 425 horsepower isn't a fair fight, you're right, it isn't, but not in the way that you might think. Here's what changes everything about this comparison. The 981 Cayman S weighs around 1,340 kilograms, while the F80 M3 weighs around 1,580 kilograms. That's a 240 kilogram difference. On a twisting B road, which is where you and me would love to drive these cars, that weight difference is worth considerably more than the horsepower gap on paper. The 981 is also a mid-engined car. The engine sits behind the driver and ahead of the rear axle. And what that means in practice is a weight distribution and balance that is genuinely unlike almost anything else you can buy in that price bracket. Nice. And then there's the steering. Hydraulic power steering across the 981 lineup. The same quality of road feel and communication that BMW enthusiasts mourn losing from the E-Series. The 981 Porsche has it in abundance. You feel everything, every surface change, every load shift through a corner. It's the kind of feedback that makes you a better driver just by spending time in the car. Okay. So let's actually do the maths because that's what this channel is about. A clean 981 Cayman S with sensible mileage, say 50,000 to 70,000 miles, sits at around £22,000 to £28,000 in today's market, which is meaningfully cheaper than a comparable F80 M3. And here's the key point. The 981 has already hit its depreciation floor. These cars are not dropping significantly in value anymore. Clean examples are actually stabilizing, in some cases appreciating, particularly the GTS and GT4 variants. Now, this is where the conversation gets interesting for anyone on a real budget. The 981 naturally aspirated engine has no turbos to replace, no intercoolers, no high pressure fuel pumps. The major service items, coolant, brake fluid, spark plugs, oil, are actually very pretty straightforward. Independent Porsche specialists are significantly cheaper than main dealers and significantly more knowledgeable than a generic garage. Budgeting around £1,200 to £1,500 per year for maintenance on a well-bought 981 is realistic. The F80 M3 by comparison though carries turbocharged complexity. The S55 is a strong engine but it is a high performance twin turbo unit and it will require more expensive servicing as mileage climbs, so budget accordingly. The M3 is a saloon with 4 doors and a reputation for being driven enthusiastically by younger drivers. Insurance Group reflects that. The 981 Boxster and Cayman, while being performance cars, tend to sit in slightly more favorable groups depending on your profile. This one right here is hard to put a number on, but it matters. The M3 is fast in a way that is immediately impressive. It covers grounds at a rate that will surprise you every time. The 981 on the other hand is fast in a way that is immediately involving, I would say. The naturally aspirated flat 6 builds through the rev range, and at 7,000 RPM it makes a sound that justifies the entire purchase on its own. These are two very different definitions of performance, and knowing which one you actually want is really the most important question.